going on?
Hey, Mr. Bobby Bones. How are you? Good morning, studio.
Morning.
So, Bobby, I love you. I love that you're a doctor, but I think your advice has been a little off the mark lately.
I felt that. I think that a lot, too. All the time, actually. Yeah, why this time?
Well, the Cheetos dust on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
Your advice to the woman who hired the college student was, yeah, maybe you could say, hey, do you know what happened? But pretty much you just got to, get the couch cleaned and maybe not hire that person again.
Correct. Take responsibility for your own actions. Yes.
Well, take responsibility, but to say, to take the responsibility to educate the younger person and to say this behavior is not acceptable, that was not okay for you to do, whether they ask for them to pay for it or not, to let this younger person know going forward, don't do this. That's part of our responsibility as elders to teach. That was one. And the other one was...
Well, let me respond to that. Let me respond. I felt that, but it ain't your kid. And if it's something... Like, if I were going to fire Eddie, I don't think I would sit him down and lecture him about what he could do better. Maybe we'd have, like, a why I'm firing you.
Yeah, I'd like a reason.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be like... But I'm not going to do the whole dad thing. And if I hired somebody to babysit my kids at the house and they got Cheetos all over the couch, and I thought, well, I got to let them go. I'm literally not going to give them a TED Talk on Cheeto dust. It's my responsibility. I hired the wrong person. I got to get it cleaned myself, and I got to go find somebody new that's not going to put Cheeto dust. That's on me. I made a bad hire. Cheeto girl is gone, or Cheeto boy is gone. But I'm not even going to, if I'm a Cheeto kid, I ain't listening to some adult that's my boss. Lecture me on Cheetos?
I kind of like it. I like helping guide them and so they don't make the mistake
You ain't a mentor.
again.
You're paying $11 an hour.
So, okay,
How much do you pay a babysitter, really? I have no idea.
Way more than that.
So
Way
expensive,
more than that.
dude.
Yeah.
More than $11 an hour?
They're at
Yeah.
least 15 to 20.
Yeah, $20.
What the crap?
Depending on how many kids, their
That's
qualifications.
That's why we don't have kids yet.
Good. Keep it that way.
Until it goes back to $11 an hour,
Yeah.
let me know. Okay, what's the next thing? Go ahead, Kathy.
The other thing was the woman who wrote in about her boyfriend and the game controller. And
He played too
basically
much.
her-
Hold on, I'm just reminding our audience what it was. He played too much video games. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was about Lunchbox suggested not putting the laundry away, putting the controller under the laundry, and then he find it to put the laundry away. Love that, by the way, Lunchbox.
Thank you.
But just the point that, even Amy was kind of going, because the attitude was, parent him. Yeah, that's what you're going to have to do. Ease him in gently, get him to do what you want him to do. But nobody wants to be in a long-term marriage like that.
I hear you.
That's just... So, I've been happily married for a long time, and I'm the tough talk queen, and I understand you not wanting to lecture somebody, but I do think we should guide people so that maybe don't do it again.
I do too, people that will listen to us. But also, my approaches are often very pragmatic in that they're probably not going to be looked at as that is the perfect solution to make that thing happen super effectively. Mine is, how can we slightly change the culture so the culture sits and lives instead of, you take somebody's controller away, an adult, no more video games for you, it's just going to create so much friction. Everything else is going to be affected in the house. So yeah, do you want to go, oh my God, I'm going to slowly kind of wean him off, or I'm going to let him do this, but I'm going to, no, you don't want to. You just want to go shut it down, dummy. But if my wife did that to me, I would be sad. And that would affect everything else. So yes, my approaches are far more practical than I think an expert would give. But I'm a doctor, so
There's
I feel like
that.
with that whole story, the thing is, it's like when you're dating someone or you're in a relationship with someone, you don't have to parent them.
yes, you do.
No, you don't want
You have to take care of each other in different ways. You don't want to, yes, but you always have to take care of each other in little bitty ways that don't always make sense.
Oh, okay.
You got to help each other out.
I agree, but parenting and helping each other out and supporting each other is very different.
Okay, but let's say my wife. Let's say we don't wake up at the same time, but I would like to have I drink Athletic Greens every day. I don't do ads for them, but I'd like to if they want to pay me. But I drink it every single day. But my wife doesn't wake up in time. But if I would love for her every day to wake up at 3:30 in the morning and make me Athletic Greens and have it beside my bed. Now, is that parenting? No. But is it like taking care of? I would love that.
It's an acts of service.
That'd
Yeah.
be awesome.
Ben used to make me hot lemon water every morning before work.
Why the heck did you divorce him? God
Yeah.
dang.
Oh, man.
It was really nice. Yeah.
Is he available?
Call him back.
Get him on the phone. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that, the call. My advice is never for everybody, nor is it often right. So, but it is what it is. We fill 5 hours a day, and here we are.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
None of us claim
Yes,
to be experts.
that's the truth. We
got to say something.
We got five. Wait for 5 hours. What do you want, lady? No, seriously. Thank you very much for your call. Let's do the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right. I drink water here. A ransomware group claims to have breached all of Sony's systems.
No, this is getting crazy.
I can't.
But this is not. You guys aren't even hearing it how I'm hearing it.
How are you hearing it?
Sony PlayStation.
Oh no, they're taking
If they
our
take
stuff.
Madden off,
Well, I think it's like your credit card information,
I don't
like
care.
your data.
I don't care. No Madden.
Oh my gosh, the
Take it all down. Leave Madden up.
Hey, you're a player.
Take Jimmy Johnson. Take Tommy Thompson.
Our listener that has a problem with her boyfriend, she's probably like, all right, sweet.
She
let's
did it.
go.
She's part of a
She's the
hacking
hacker.
group.
Yeah.
Ransomware group ransomed.vc claims to have successfully breached Sony Group and is threatening to sell a cache of stolen data. While it claims, well, still Sony's not verifying this, but they're claiming it. But they're like, we're not going to ransom them. We're just going to sell the data. Data's for sale.
So how does like a ransom group start?
LinkedIn.
Like,
Well, with
that's the Vegas one.
The Vegas stuff, they went to LinkedIn. It's like, what did they go
but
to?
how do
No.
you get in the group? Like, how do you
Right.
contact someone and be like, hey, you want to start a ransom group?
that's what I'm talking about.
If you walk by a pole and those little things, those little
Tabs.
fuzzies are
tabs.
hanging down from paper,
You rip
looking
it.
to hack, you rip one off and you call it when you get
on the
home.
bulletin board.
Yeah, is this John? You looking to ransom? I think probably on message
your-
boards,
yeah.
hacking message boards, etc.
In the dark web.
Yeah, that's from Video Games Chronicle that has that story. Don't know much more about it right now, but that's the deal. A new report found that people tip more digitally than they do with just dropping cash down.
Yeah, it's easier that way.
It doesn't feel as real because you're not actually handing the physical money over. You're just pushing a button.
Right.
It still feels real, but not as real. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, because getting the money out of your wallet and like,
And like
$5.
and then the cash, you're just giving.
That's yeah.
Otherwise, you're just pushing a button. And who knows if it's actually gone? Currency's just digital numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is gone though when you look sometimes. So yeah, they say that people that tip at restaurants usually around 15% when they leave cash, which I don't know who leaves cash anymore. I just don't keep that much cash on me. People who will digitally tip or do like Venmo, or it's always 20, 22, 23%.
Nice.
That's a big difference
Yeah.
in tipping. It's from Forbes. Do you find yourself in that same spot?
I mean, I typically click, like if it's an option button or I'm writing it in or I do the math, I do 20%.
Uber Eats, when you got 12, 15, 20, 20, when it gives you all those buttons, what do you push?
20%. Except for it depends on how long my Instacart order, my grocery bill can be a lot. And it's like whether, I mean, if I end up spending, $100 on groceries versus $150, then 20% is going to be a big difference. So sometimes I go other. You can click other and type in an amount because I'm like, okay, I don't think I need to pay, especially with my grocery bill, if it's like a big month with the kids or something and it's $300 or something. I'm not
You're only
going
gonna pay $60.
I'm not going to pay 20% on that.
Right. I hear you.
You could always go to the grocery store.
So
and
don't
shop.
give me a hard time when I don't do 20%.
I do other. Yeah.
Dane Cook marries his longtime partner, Kelce Taylor. Dane Cook is 51. Kelce Taylor's 24.
What?
Props to him.
They got married in Hawaii. I mean, the big story is his
Long
longtime
time?
partner.
That's
She's
my-
24. I think they were dating when she was a teenager.
Okay.
Like
Yeah, I think she was like
19
19 or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
19.
That's
I got an email
interesting.
and a link from Scuba sending me the story going like, props to Dane Cook.
Okay.
Wasn't that you sent that?
No, that was me.
Oh, was it Lunchbox?
I said props to Dan Cook.
Got it.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I know which one of you it was.
So you think, man, he did the tassel.
I don't know what he did.
Like, I mean, if
The
she
tassel,
was
Lunchbox means as soon as someone graduates and moves their tassel over, they're available.
from the
They're
right
good to
side
go.
to the left.
Yeah. 8 injured after a Florida-bound flight hit severe turbulence. Man, can you imagine the turbulence so hard that you get hurt? And then do you gain your wits back before the scaredness wears off? Because I've been on crazy turbulence where it's like, boom, and then you're back to normal. But then you're still so scared even though you're back to normal. I mean, does it happen so fast that you're already back to normal before you kind of like, oh my God? Or is it just long?
Yeah, the one that we did, me, Lunchbox, and
Texas
Ray in Austin.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they said we dropped about 3,000 feet.
Didn't the food hit the ceiling?
Yeah.
Everything hit the ceiling.
Drinks,
Laptops.
Yeah, everything. It was all over
Everything.
the place.
So people's laptops were flying into other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my drink flew and hit the person in front of me.
My beer was 5 rows up.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like I saw
You
it.
weren't scared?
Well, I mean, I was scared in the moment, but afterwards it was like, wow, look at the carnage everywhere. Like it was just like mayhem.
And I made the joke. I hit the button for the server. I said, "Hey, can I have another beer?" And they went back and took a picture. All of their drinks were
Yeah,
like
all
all
over
over
the
the
back.
floor.
So you joked immediately after,
Oh.
can I get another beer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wasn't Ray the one going like, we're going to die or
Yes,
something? right
because
before?
one of the girls from St. Jude had never been on a plane before, and she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. He's like, we're going down. Oh, we're going down. And there was nothing happening.
Golly.
And then a couple minutes later, boom, boom. And he was like, I shouldn't have made that joke.
It's a really bad first flight.
Oof, 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 oof. Yeah, they are opening an investigation to a JetBlue flight where 8 people were injured during turbulence. On Monday, September 25th, yesterday, huh? JetBlue flight 1256 going to Fort Lauderdale experienced severe turbulence. It occurred over the ocean. FlightAware shows thunderstorms. Minutes later, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of numbers. It just says that several customers were transported to the hospital.
So, like, when they were hurt, did that mean they didn't have their seatbelt on and they flew up and hit the roof? Like, what? How do you get hurt?
Probably, right? Or unless
Yeah.
things are landing on your head.
Yeah,
What if you're in the What if you're in the
flying.
bathroom?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
if you're
thought
in the
about that.
bathroom, oh my God.
Like you just happen to get up
Because you
and-
don't, even when you sit on the toilet in the bathroom, you don't strap yourself down.
No.
We had a little bit of
Sit.
turbulence going into Vegas, and
Sit. What do you mean?
I don't sit.
You don't
Squat.
sit?
You hover?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever sat either, but I'm just saying
Right.
if you do. I got sick in the bathroom once and
True.
cleaned the whole thing and
Yes.
vomited forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it when they have a good
I don't
handle
think I've
right
ever
in
done
front of
number
you.
2 in an airplane.
Oh, I have.
Great.
I don't think that I'm against it if I really had to, but if there's an option, I'm not going to. And I don't think I've ever been in the place where I had to make that decision. But why would you do it? Is it an emergency?
I just had to go, man. You're sitting there, and nature says, "Hey, man, time to go to the bathroom."
I
You go to the
doubt
bathroom.
his is an emergency. He's just like, well, it's time.
Why not?
But what do you mean? Yeah, if it's
There's a rummy in my tummy, so.
you know what you don't do is hold your poop in. Like if
No,
you
I
get-
hear you, but I don't want to do it. I don't. That environment's not good for me.
Well, it's not. I mean, it's not my.
You can't even wash your hands really because you got to push like the southwest top of the flight, the pressurized water,
You only
And
have
is
like
that
2
and
seconds.
then you can only put your hand in it real quick for the soap.
Even
And it's
clean.
really hot. But yeah, it's not my ideal spot. But I mean, it works.
In the news, I let my daughter 6 take a day off school every month without being sick to do whatever she likes from the Daily Mail. Amy, your thoughts?
I mean, if that works for them, that's fine. I mean, I guess you'd probably have to be calculated on missing a day where there's not a test or a quiz. But I've heard of kids taking mental health days. Maybe one a month is a lot, but I mean, I think sometimes there's times where kids just need a break. And I think as parents, if you can do that, recognizing that and just being cool about it.
Wait, how old is this kid?
A mother has divided other parents
Needs a break, Amy.
after revealing she allows her kid to take one day of school off each month without being sick. Noella Palmetto, a single mom from the U.S., took to TikTok to share the technique. Giada, 6, takes a day off school every 4 weeks. The time off, which she has dubbed a mental health day, can be spent as Giada desires, with one clip showing her shopping, the 6-year-old. Mental health is such an important thing to teach children too, but also it's important to teach them to show up to your commitments. So I don't know that, again, I don't have kids, so I'm going to talk. I'm feeling 5 hours here. Leave me alone. I think it's probably on a case-by-case basis. And you know what? If your kid's struggling, maybe they get 2 days off that month.
Yeah.
But if they just want to get off to go fart around, I don't think you let them off.
Yeah, because like first grade's not that tough.
But teaching them that mental health is important, I do love the idea of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think every kid has different circumstances. Not that the school part is tough. They just may have other things going on in their life where a break could
Like
help.
finger paints, man. They get tough sometimes.
And yeah, maybe it's not once a month at
Yeah,
all, but case
exactly.
by case, like Bobby said.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
All right, you guys hit us up if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. Be right back. Andrea in Illinois, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. What's up?
Hi, I just wanted to comment on the mental health day for kids.
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous, especially for a 6-year-old, because what kind of stress do they have in their life?
Yeah, I think.
You don't know.
Well, hold on. I think to assign a stress and an age and just go, this is the stress that this age gets to have is crazy. It also seems absurd that a 6-year-old gets a day off of school every month for mental health. So I agree. But who knows? Parents could be fighting, or who knows what's happening in the house. I don't know. But what I'm going to say is I think it's great to just teach your kids about mental health. And if that involves an occasional day off because something is stressful, that's okay. Once a month seems quite excessive, man. For a 6-year-old, wow.
I don't think any of us are on board with that. But again, we're not in their home. But I do think, I mean, babies till we die, like you can have certain types of stress going on depending on your life circumstances and what has happened to you at an early age. So we don't even know.
But I think teaching that this is an actual thing when it affects you, that it's okay to break, even if there's nothing to take a break from, I think that is a healthy habit to also get into. Even on this show, and hopefully you guys agree, over the past 5 years, 10 years, and we've worked together how many years, Amy?
I mean, 17,
17, Lunchbox,
18,
20.
So we've been together a long time, where to me it just used to be, you just show up on time and you do your freaking job because everybody else is counting on you and you're counting on everybody else. Where it's still that ... unless you ain't good in your head, then don't come in, because if you can't be good for you, you can't be good for us.
Like if you're going to sit down at your microphone and try to do your job and then just start crying,
don't come in. And
then you leave.
Yeah, and I have tried to be super open, and I don't even want to use the word generous, but generous with, hey, who cares about work? Get yourself right, because you ain't right. You ain't gonna come in and do this, and you don't need to don't tell the work you're taking time off. We'll cover you. You got to get your mental health right. But you're like, well, I need to be at work. Yeah, but you ain't gonna do your job at work if that's what you really feel like you're gonna need. If you ain't doing your job with you first. So, but even my position has changed on that in the past 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
But then it's like, no, but I really want to be here. Well, then if you really want to be here, you need to go get yourself right so you can be here. So, and I think a lot of people have taken a day or 2 or 3 off at times because of that. Or Amy?
I'm like the 6-year-old. Just kidding. Not that. I was a season. It was a season. I've been in the seasons.
But we should do once a month.
I'm like, for me, because I've always been so, it's like rigid in that. But so I'm proud of that growth within me to be like, who cares, guys? Like, yeah, when you're good, you come and be good. Don't be good, be great. But if you can't be good, you need to go get good. We'll see you when you're healthy. And some of the people that work on the show are 6. So
Yeah.
that's showbiz.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's great.
Yeah, we all agree with you.
Yeah.
Andrea, by the way, just kind of a weird story. I thought I'd share it. I got 5 hours to fill. What do you want?
Is that like our new saying?
I like it. I like it.
I just said it, and I thought it was funny to say earlier. And then also, I have crazy Vegas fatigue today. Meaning we spent all weekend at iHeartRadio Music Festival, and it's pretty nonstop. And the Monday back, I'm always excited to get back to work. Adrenaline going a little bit yesterday, and today is kind of when it just really hits you in the nads.
For sure.
And
We
so,
should take the day.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't need
Like
a
right
mental
now.
health day because of iHeart
Oh, I don't know.
Festival.
Come on,
You
Buzz.
might not.
You've grown, dude. Come on.
yeah, we got 5 hours to fill. Listen to this. You're going to play a song? Ray's hitting me out. Okay, well, let's just play the dang song then. All right, we're going to take a mental health song. Mental health break.
Love it.
It's our break, yeah.
All right, here's Religiously, Bobby Bones Show. So the whole story was there was this woman on a flight. We were talking about the turbulence a minute ago, but they were being cool because, okay, she's older, let her sleep. So they didn't want to wake her up. And then they started getting off the plane, and she didn't really get off the plane.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
She wasn't asleep. She died.
No.
On the plane.
Dude, you've read stories like this. Those are so weird.
It's crazy, I know. So a woman that everybody thought was sleeping, and they actually made a point to not wake her up, where it was, okay, shh. And they got out, and they were like, hey, excuse me.
Oh.
And then the paramedics got on the plane, and she had passed away.
You pass away that
she had died on the flight.
I think you can die however.
No. I'm saying when you die though, I didn't realize it was just that smooth. Like she just.
I think I never
Like, you
died
don't,
myself, but
I think people just die
sometimes
different
people
ways. Yeah.
It could be an aneurysm,
Right, but you don't like
get hit by a car.
Well,
Some deaths are sudden, and they're sleep even.
Some people just take a breath and that's it.
That's it. Expiration date. Back of the can.
I just always thought maybe you had to struggle for air or something. You had to make some kind of movement.
Yeah, that's drowning.
All right, well, I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Now I'm never gonna want to go to sleep again.
Okay.
I used to feel that way about Freddy Krueger. I didn't even watch those shows. I'm like, I ain't going to sleep. Call us if you want. 877-77-Bobby. changed 2 letters by his name, he'd make a lot more than that. The Chiefs locked up 4 years at $57 million.
Dang.
So do the math there, 64.
Wow.
Okay, I'm
How,
in the ballpark.
How old is he? Like, how long has he been in the NFL?
33 years old.
Okay. So
he's
they're
probably
like the
been in,
same
like-
age-ish.
Yeah. I like Travis Kelce. I like Taylor Swift.
And Amy, do you remember him shooting a shot, giving her the number?
No, never gave her the number. That was what he said. He couldn't get to her.
Yeah.
What do you make, a wristband, bracelet?
Friendship
The
bracelet.
friendship bracelet.
And he got
Yep.
on and was like, I couldn't meet her.
Dang, he
She
makes
didn't wanna meet
$12.3 million. She made $13 million a night in ticket sales.
To be fair, the $13 million is probably gross and not net.
So if she rents out a
So
restaurant,
probably $2 or $3 million a night gross, but still, that's a lot.
so she rents out the restaurant. Does he pay for dinner?
Yeah, I mean, he can afford dinner.
I don't know how that works.
That's the hard part is he has to swallow his ego because she makes more. I mean, that's tough.
Well, it's probably hard
But
for
is
her to
there
find a guy.
Guys, it's
that-
not the, like, it's just dinner.
I think Taylor Swift trying to find a guy that makes as much money as her is like a 6'4" woman trying to date. You just have to
Right.
find a good. Who cares if they're
Yeah.
6'1", 6'2", 6'8"?
No, I'm saying he has to swallow
No,
his ego.
I know, but
Ugh.
with Taylor,
There's not going to be many men that
they don't have to swallow whatever pride this
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm saying. It's tough.
So you couldn't date her?
I don't think I could.
What? But you're still
talking
super.
about?
You still make $15 million a year.
No, he doesn't. Lunchbox
do
doesn't.
not.
I know,
Unless I'm just making news.
Yeah, unless you know something I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
we're-
would you yourself right now, let's say you're single, and Taylor's like, I want to go on a date with you and date you.
I'd probably go out with her just so I could get the, press
Publicity?
coverage.
Yeah. But no, but there's no press coverage. You just
Oh.
could you do it?
I don't think I could.
Because
She makes too much. Makes more than me.
that's that big of a deal to you?
Yeah. It would look bad in public's eye.
Has he always had that mustache?
No, not just single not the worm, the single worm.
Also, I thought it was just very weird how he happened to have the old car with no top so he could get pictures of him driving. It just all seems so fishy.
Even the part of them, I will agree it's different. Even the part of them walking
Down the
together
tunnel?
Yeah.
through after the game, that's never
Yeah.
happened before in the history of her.
Ever. You're right. That's a good point.
And that people just have their phones out and they're just smiling, walking together. That's never happened in the history
And
of her.
Taylor's like, hey.
She's like, what's up?
That's
Yeah.
weird.
But also, Taylor could just be like DJ AF too.
I get the whole setup thing, but I'm still trying to figure out who's benefiting from this? What's the point? If it's a
It
setup,
could be
what's
pulling
the point?
attention away from something or to something. Who knows?
What if it's
Sometimes-
like Taylor
sometimes we don't know.
appealing to NFL fans? Like, NFL fans aren't her demographic.
So-
Yeah,
Maybe
she
the-
doesn't need to appeal to more.
Yeah.
She's King Ding-a-ling of the
What if
world.
she wants
She's like
all
a
of it?
low-key NFL
I think she does
endorser.
appeal to NFL fans, dude. I think Taylor appeals to everybody.
Yeah.
Next
Yes.
month, she's at a hockey game with someone. Then the rodeo.
I hear you, but I think she's good. She's selling out stadiums. I don't think she needs more of an appeal to anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think she sits in an analysis meeting. Well, we need more of this demo. I think she kind of covers it all, and nobody can cover everything. And also, it's risky to date somebody that plays sports because if they're playing well and then they start not playing well, regardless if it has anything to do with you,
Like Jessica Simpson
it
and
can
Tony
be a curse.
Romo.
They can blame you for the curse of the Chiefs. If Kelce is to get hurt this next week, and he was hurt to start the season, missed a game. If he was to get hurt this next week, or to drop 2 balls, or to miss a catch at the end of the game to lose a game, Taylor's getting blamed.
Yeah.
Because he's out driving his car with no top on it
He's
with his
distracted.
girlfriend. That's not really fair because everybody has lives. But yes, it does feel weird.
Yeah, because it just everything's getting out there. Her renting out the restaurant, like she probably does that all the time, and no one ever says a word. But this is all just
But it is
everything's.
big news though now. But and he is famous.
He is famous, but man,
Like way more famous than her last boyfriend. Way more famous than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt
Can't even remember.
Keeley.
Don't know who that is.
Matt Keeley from the 1492.
Yeah. Listen,
What year is this band? 1975. Yeah.
So close.
I did Columbus, and then I was going to do 1979. That's Smashing Pumpkins. So I get my years mixed up. What?
I don't know. I've never talked about Travis Kelce
That's
so
my
much
point.
in my life.
I don't like my mashed
Yeah.
potatoes and my cobbler mixed
Well, I don't care. It's not bothering me because
because you don't like mashed potatoes. As
I
much.
love mashed potatoes,
No.
but I don't care if they. This is fine with me. It's not. I'm just not into football that much.
That's
It's not,
that's mashed potatoes.
So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
you're not
but-
understanding
You're
the
not
comparison,
understanding the
Amy.
analogy.
Okay, yes, I am. What's my mashed potatoes?
I don't
though?
know yours.
Exactly.
Okay, so your mashed potatoes is football and your cobbler is Taylor Swift.
No. Guys,
She loves
But
mashed
you
potatoes.
don't like mashed potatoes.
You don't really like mashed potatoes.
fine. You're right. I don't really like mashed potatoes, so it's not bothering
There
me.
you go.
Thank you.
I get it now. Sorry.
When I'm watching a game, I don't want to. I don't care who it is. It's not Taylor specific. I don't want to watch a whole bunch of something about somebody in a box who's a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is really probably going to cause rift on the Chiefs because usually they show Patrick Mahomes' wife a lot, and they didn't show her at all, and so that is going to be like, whoa.
They haven't shown her in a while.
Yeah, but Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
She's been quiet.
And she's on the Netflix
Yeah.
quarterback series. Regardless,
It just doesn't
Taylor's
seem real.
A-okay. Travis Kelce's A-okay. I just don't like them A-okay together.
I mean, how close can she be to his mom already?
That's what I'm
Close enough to
saying.
yell, let's effing go right in her ear right next to her. I was like, dang, that's baller. I would never. I don't even say the F word. And she's yelling next to her mom.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
I guess if you're Taylor Swift, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Sorry, I got a little passionate about because I really do like real mashed potatoes.
Yeah, he was like, I love mashed potatoes. I'm like, no, you're missing the analogy here.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's see how long it lasts. Should we place a bet?
Oh. It's
No, go ahead. Say
good.
whatever you're going to say.
Not long at all.
I think that's the very cliche thing to do to go, how long could Taylor's relationship last? Because
No, I'm not about her. I just think this guy, because if we think it's fake, then
I'm
how
not
long
saying
is it?
I'm not saying it's fake. Again, I think she could be just DGAF.
Because her last relationship it lasted a very long time.
Yeah, but under the radar.
It did Matt Healy or whatever.
The rebound guy did not. The guy before that. The
Joe Allen, yeah, they were together for a long time. She should
Yeah.
date everybody she wants. Be public, date
Yes.
for 2 weeks.
Right, but she
it's like
hides
Morgan. If Morgan
everything.
wants to date 7 guys at once, go for it. You don't owe
Right.
anybody a dang thing except you go out and you be happy. Don't get an STD, but be happy.
That's right. Well, it doesn't
You-
even
if you
mean
want
that
one, you
you're,
can get one.
It doesn't mean you're doing that.
No, I know,
All
but
of
it's
them.
like, hey, date every guy.
Right.
You want to hook up with dudes? Go for it. Not you, Morgan. I'm talking. But yeah, you too. Whatever. You want to hook up? Go for it. Just be careful. It's your life. You only get one to live.
Amy too now.
Oh yeah, Amy. Let's go. You need to do it with like 10 dudes.
Yeah.
What? Oh.
You can do that. It's
What?
okay.
It's okay. Live your life.
Yeah, just live
like be
your
like
life.
Taylor. Go sit in the box and walk out together.
Yeah, you should date
and-
like a rec softball player, and then go
Ooh.
sit on the bleachers. And,
That's my version.
yeah, and see if anybody will put you on TikTok.
Rec softball.
Amy's out here with Herman, who plays first base for the plumbing company. Okay, well,
My kids didn't hear that.
They're in school.
there's
You're good.
no Herman.
Not that part.
He doesn't play softball.
Oh,
that
dude,
part.
Yeah, he's
you
not
said-
a plumber.
10 guys at once.
It's not first baseman.
Who cares? Live your life. Hey.
Okay.